now bring in Ann Avril, Director General of UNICEF France. Thank you very much for joining us here on France 24. Now, UNICEF says it's estimating that thousands of children may have died in this earthquake in both Turkey and Syria. Where is this number coming from?
Yeah, it's an extremely heavy toll for children, and so far we really have no consistent numbers, but it's probably thousands of them because it was nighttime. They were sleeping in their families, so and as you know, they are the most vulnerable. So we got some numbers, but it's too early to have a.
And the fact that it's winter doesn't help, does it?
No, winter. Yeah, the climate is extremely rude in this region, and we really have to focus on preventing children from epidemics, outbreaks, from the cold and from winter, which is really extreme in this area.
And this area had a lot of refugees living, people who had fled the war in Syria, in neighboring Syria. How is aid being dispersed to people there now, specifically when it comes to UNICEF?
To give you an example, in northern Syria, the affected region is about 4.1 million people who are living in the area, and 2.7, so two-thirds of them were depending on aid. Already.
Yeah.
The appeal for the humanitarian appeal for this region, for Syrian people, was more than $3,050 million. So it was already a huge, massive aid that these people required. And now we are estimating the needs, but it will be probably much more. So we are adjusting the support that we are providing. It's complicated because access to people is it's a logistical nightmare.
I mean, we just spoke to our correspondent who told us it is, just buildings crumbling, and it's getting around will be difficult. Talk us through how aid will be sent to Syria when it comes to UNICEF. How are you dispatching aid to government-controlled areas of Syria?
We were already on the ground, so we got the networks. We know how we can have the best access to population. We also had some logistical hubs in the region. We had one in Amman, one in Lebanon, one in Turkey, in Gaziantep, where we have a massive support to refugees. So we are already established in the region. But yeah, we will face some very hard difficulties to manage to get access to people, and especially in this chaos.
In the short term, what do people need, especially those who make it out alive? They will need shelter, they will need food. What pressing needs will they have, and especially children? Clearly, this is very traumatic for most people, these scenes, and for children no less.
Yeah, the absolute priority is to provide safe, cleaning water, safe drinking water, because if not, children will not survive, and so as you can imagine, it's a challenging thing because all the facilities are destroyed, so we have to give safe drinking water, and so we have purified water with tablets, so it's complicated, but it's not impossible. Then shelter, have a shelter to find
stay warm,
stable, and food, because we all know that these people were already in a very vulnerable status before. And then also to help the families to find the relatives, and because many children are isolated, they have lost their parents.
How would you do that in terms of connecting children with their families, and especially in Turkey, they're saying 10 cities have been impacted. Same thing with Syria. Who knows the scale of this destruction in areas which we don't even know about? How do you connect children to their families or parents?
So we are first putting them in a safe shelter, and then we are trying to find some relatives. We got the names or some people who knows them, but really the absolute priority is to put them in a safe shelter.
Good luck. You have your work cut out for you at UNICEF. Clearly, it's a very difficult time, and wish you all the best. Ann Avril, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.